Everyone. This is Allegation Automobile, the founder and director of ISHB PM 360 View Company. Okay, we are going to discuss few things about the TNPSC exams right now. Before that, I just want to ask the question to you: are you ready for taking the TNPSC exam right now? I'm looking for the audience primarily like who passed out of the colleges, right? Either this year or the past 2 years, you can say that. Okay, and if you are not employed right now, actually, like you are trying out various competitive examinations, then this is the question for you right now. Okay, the thing is like actually you have a lot of opportunities like when you are studying in the college there. Okay, the first one you can say like there are some campus placements still available in some of the colleges there, and then people have the opportunity to join some of the big company in the world. Okay, either the IT field or like the core sector itself, we have a lot of opportunities exist right now. Okay, that's one thing is always available for the candidates who are studying in the college right now. This campus placement, right? uh, Approximately around like 100 colleges are there. So, like, if you take this example, like around 5 to 10, 10 colleges have these facilities. The remaining 90% of the colleges, right, they don't have the campus placements. Fine. What are the candidates who are studying in those colleges too? Okay, they have still they have the opportunity, like they can write the gate examination. If they are from professional degree holders, right, they can go for it gate examinations, because most of the PSUs like right now, like they are considering this as a preliminary examination kind of thing. The score from the gate, right, they will be shortlisting the candidates based on the gate score. So they still have the opportunities if they sit for the exams, prepare well for the gate examination, score very well, and then they can go on and clear the interview. That means they'll be in a position to get a job there. So they definitely have an opportunity to go for some jobs right now. Okay, what happened actually if you are not interested in the gate? Okay, some of the candidates may not be having the aptitude to go for the gate examination because they study some, for example, candidates in the mechanical engineering discipline, right? You may not be interested in going further in that particular area itself. You may shift over to some other like either you want to go to MBA or like you want to do some other areas which is of his interest. Okay, that is always there. Okay, because like we don't have the facility to go for the respective branches which after our 12th standard. Like you may be interested in computer science, but you'll be getting only electrical and electronics branch, means we need to study that. That is the situation of the candidates right now. Okay, so some of the people are fortunate enough actually to get the say whatever branch they want to study, they can do that. They definitely go for the higher studies in either for like via gate or in some other means. They can also travel to US. Those kind of opportunities are exist for the people. Okay, right. Now if you see the like what will happen actually, we have candidate passed out of the college, right? There are some open, still there are some open exams conducted by some of the biggest company in India. Okay, like some open exams, like they'll conduct written tests as well as interviews there. Only thing is you need to have some percentage of marks. You need to score 60% of marks, you need to have it in your degree, or like 70% of marks in your degree, like that kind of cutoff is there, and there is no experience required for this particular area. Even I can say like TCS is conducting some kind of experience like recruitment like that. So you can go for it, and then you still have the opportunity to be hired in some of the companies there. Okay, that is also there, but yeah, it is a limited opportunity for you at that time. Okay, fine. If you are not interested in IT field, then what is available for you in this case? The point is like we have a lot of bank exams there, like banking exams. We see there like clerical grade, starting from clerical grade, and then we have the scale 1 officers, scale 2 officers, scale 3, scale 4. At all levels, the recruitment is happening in the banking sector. It is one of the growing sector, I can say, but it's also a challenging sector, I can tell you. The what happened to the IT, it also happened to banking industry. But as of now, it is in going good. Actually, like for next few years, actually, you can don't have any issues. Okay? You can always bet on this one. But you want to select a career which give security for you till your retirement. I don't think actually these careers will help you. Okay, even I can say like those who are joining the corporate, right, actually like through campus interviews, right, they may not have the chance to work for the company till 58 years. Okay, but you may get the in the offer letter it is mentioned like that, but you cannot have that if you're not fit for the company. Actually like then they will throw you out, simply like they throw you out because you are not actually like adding any value to the company. That's it. So obviously like any jobs other than the government jobs, right? It is not security. It is not giving any security for you. You can be secure for some period of time. Remember, like what happened to the people who are working in the IT sector, like their job is like they are earning like anything, and then they are in the past 10 years, if you see there is like there is a change in the strategy right now, like the companies, the corporate world don't want people with much experience. Like if your experience is more than 10 years or 15 years, then they do not want you to be there in the particular company unless like actually you are adding any value to the company. That's how they are thinking. And then also like they don't want to pay too much for you. They can fill your space with another 3 to 4 guys with the less experience and the less salary. Okay, that's a strategy. It is all driven by cost cutting right now. It is nothing else. Like talent does not come into picture at all here. If your salary is more, then you will be out of the company. That's it. So that's the thing is happening right now. Many of the people are facing this issue right now. Okay, so TNPC examinations, UPSC examinations. These are government jobs. I can say, like even like railways, we can see a lot of jobs, a lot of openings are existing in the railways also. Like TNPC is another important area. We can see a lot of exams are conducted like every year, and also UPSC steadily, like you can see the exams conducted by UPSC examination also there. In our lecture, we'll see something about the TNPC exams. Okay, are you ready for the TNPC exam right now? That's the question. I have it from the beginning. Okay. The thing is like you need to commit yourself at least 2 to 3 years. That's important. If you are not doing it, then I don't think actually you are fit for TNPC examinations. Maybe the constraints for you, like actually you may not financially fit. You may not have the luxury to be there to prepare for the exam for 2 years. Your situation demands you to go for the job immediately and then look for something, help the family like that. It depends. And every individuals have their own issues and then constraints, right? Like if you feel like you don't have the required time for you to prepare for this examination, then don't write TNPSC examination. You can just do other stuff which is suitable for you at the time, and then you'll adjust yourself till the end of your life. Okay. What I am asking you right now, like just make sure that you are getting at least 2 years, right? That you need to discuss with the parents also in this case. Like if they are forcing you to go for a job, like just tell them clearly this is the situation right now. I just want to go for a security job, which is also like a powerful one. Like from the society perspective, it is a powerful job. Okay. For example, if you are going for a street and then asking for a VAO, like everyone in the street will tell you this is the house you can go on reaching in this case. Okay. Otherwise maybe like looking for a millionaire in this case, like not everyone in the particular street will be knowing that like this person is staying there or not. Okay, so that's the indication like what is the power of government jobs, right? Also security is there. That's what I can tell you right now. So explain to your parents, since you need at least couple of years and then you need to commit yourself fully for the preparation of this examination. If you are doing that, you have the good chance of cracking this examination. Okay, and if you see the competition in this particular area is immense right now. Like the awareness is more right now. Like if you see like the period before 2008 or something like that, like the people who knows about this examination is very limited. Nowadays, if you see the lot of institutes are available right now. They are doing their job to spread this information to the masses, to make sure the masses get the meaningful information regarding this exam. Okay, now nothing is secret, everything is open right now. So the competition also in similar way, like it is increased right now. Okay, either you are at 10th standard, like are you a degree holder, it doesn't mean it. Like all exams in the TNPC examinations right now are like very tough, and then the success ratio is I can say like like percentage is going down drastically because of the high competitions available right now. Okay, hold on for a second. Okay, fine. Then we see like what we have to do as a candidate for the TNPC examination right now. Let me open whiteboard right now. Okay, the first and foremost thing actually you need to do with that is like you need to commit at least 4 hours per day. So you need to study related to these areas. Okay, That is the mandatory stuff. It has to go till you get a job. That's important. You should not stop it in between. Okay? You should not take any break. You need to at least dedicate yourself for 4 hours per day. Okay. And one more stuff is you need to read the base books. What do you mean by base books here in this case? Base books are something like that, like the school books I'm mentioning right now. Because all of us, I can say, most of the people, I can say, preparing for the TNPSC exam, they are failing because they are not studying this base book. Because you may read some of the standard books in those areas, Indian polity, Lakshmikant, you can read it. But the point is whether you have studied the school books or not, it's important because some of the questions, right, they take it from the school books. In the sense, like there are some informations given in the school books which is not available in your standard book because it is not so much of important from the, for example, constitution perspective in this case. So obviously the requirement from your end is like you need to study the base books at least couple of times to make sure you are aware of the syllabus there. This is itself is more than sufficient. With your external knowledge, you will be in a position to crack this exam. But this base book is important stuff. The school book reading is very important for each and everyone. Okay, just make sure this is your first base that you are going to build it based on the base book. Okay, make sure you are covering the school book reading on your own as soon as possible. Okay, the next point is like take sufficient practice exam. Practice exam is a key to success because you have the chance to eliminate the choices there because it's a multiple choice questions, right? You see the preliminary examinations for group 1 and group 2, they are multiple choice questions with 4 options given there, right? You need to choose one option there in this case. Obviously, you need to practice a lot to make sure which is the right one in this case. Some of the time, your knowledge will help you to eliminate, for example, A, B, C and D or the right, you can easily eliminate A is not done, B is not the one, actually C is the right one. So like in that case, this will help you. This extensive reading of the books help you to eliminate the options there, particular multiple choice questions. The most difficult exam in the world is nothing but the multiple choice questions only, rather than subjective type of questions. Okay, so make sure you prepare well. That's one thing which I can tell you. And you need to have a plan in place because this is the base stuff I am telling about that. 4 hours per day, base books has to be written there, and minimum I can tell you like before starting your preparation, just take a test, okay, to know what is your strength, and then because you can take previous year question papers of group 1 or group 2 and then see what is the score in this area. This will help you to know in which area you have some kind of familiarity, in which area you don't know anything, which areas you are very strong. So this SWOT analysis has to be done initially to know where you are first. Okay, yes, coaching, right? Like coaching classes, what they will try to do means they will act as a catalyst to make sure you are performing well there. Okay, they can only do that. Okay, they cannot work for you. Okay, they only show you the path. It is a responsibility of the candidates to work in that. Okay, so point what I'm trying to say here is like each and every candidate is different, and the skill levels they have at the beginning of this course, right? They have different skills. Okay, obviously you need to start analysis and then identify the areas of weakness, whatever you have it. Based on that, you need to build your strategy. Okay, the strategy for each and everyone will be different, but on a general way, I'm telling you, just this will help you to get the maximum out of it. Okay, SWOT analysis has to be done initially to know your weakness, strength, what are the other opportunities you have, what are the threats associated with this exam, all those things we need to know that. Okay, fine. If I say threat means like the cycle of this exam. For example, group 1 examinations, you need to wait for 2 years at least to know the exact result, right? So similarly, like group 2, like it also take around 1.5 years to 3 years of time to get the final appointment order in this case. So this waiting time is a threat in this case, and everything, many things will happen in this area, right? The world is changing fast. So like this is the threat I can foresee from this one. Okay, opportunities, you have a lot of opportunities preparing for these TNPSC examinations, right? It help you to prepare for other examination also. You can also go for the civil services examination where we can see there's a 18 months period. Actually, you can get the results there every time. It is the same, one and the same. There is no delay there. You can always bet on these civil services examinations if you have the competency to go for that. But if you feel like you want to get the posting in Tamil Nadu itself, and also like your competency perspective, you are more inclined towards the TNPC, then you can go for the TNPC examination. Okay, this is what I want to tell you. Okay, there are weaknesses in this one. Like you may be it's related to the particular individual in this case. 10th also related to the particular individual in this case. Okay. Once you have done this one, then like just go through the video sessions, whatever I'm going to provide it, right? The 75 hours of session which I planned it, right, will help you to consolidate the concept whatever you gain from the base books. Okay, this is important because this consolidation phase is important. Okay, once you have done this one, go for many more practice test and see again what is the gap you have it, and then fill the gap accordingly. That will help you to inch forward further, because otherwise I know like people will study Indian polity first always, and then they can skip general science. Okay, they will take it to the last one in this case, and then they skip most of the questions. You see the exam actually most of the questions are from general science, then naturally they will lose the exam. In this case they will be scoring around 140, the cutoff maybe 144. Most of the candidates will be falling the range because they are not filling the gap here, like because they are weak in general studies, general science, and then they are not giving enough effort for this one, like. So you need to give the identify the weak areas and give the effort in those areas. That's important here in this. Okay? That's what I'm trying to say. That. So once you are doing this kind of strategy, then you will definitely, I can tell you, you can be in a reasonably good way. Like actually, you can clear this exam. Okay. And one more stuff which I want to tell you as part of this one, like Magic 3. You like Magic 3 is nothing but if you are revisiting a chapter 3 times, okay, you will be in a position to remember those things. Okay, so obviously what I expect you like is like you need to go through the 75 hours of video sessions, right, 3 times before going for the examinations. That will help you, or whatever maybe, like the base book also you can go for 3 times. What are other books actually you are going to read it, right? If you are interested, you have the time, you want to enhance your knowledge, you can go for the Lashmath book actually on Indian polity, like Venkatesan book for this Indian history, freedom struggle, all those you can go for it. But the point is like if you are in a position to browse this book at least 3 times, that is good. That will help you to remember the facts related to that, and you'll be in a position to achieve success in the exam. Okay, this is it. Just go for the SWOT analysis in the beginning of the preparation, and then identify weak areas. Okay, and then commit yourself at least 4 days, like 4 hours per day. Okay, that's another one. And then make sure you study the base book before appearing for the examination. Without this, actually, you cannot get success in this examination, because this is mandatory for each and everyone to do that. Okay, don't think actually like without studying the base book you can clear this examination. Okay, that's important. Okay, and other than that, I can say take a lot of practice exams, practice questions, where whatever questions is available to you, just practice it and see how you are eliminating the options there. This is another area you can improve yourself, right? And yeah, that's it. These are the things. Other than that, actually, I can tell you more about the strategy, like how each and every topic you can do that, right? At the time of video sessions, I can share those things, right? So my point to you is like actually if you are a graduate, actually passed out of the college right now, okay, and you lost the opportunities, like you don't have the chance to go for the campus higher, like actually like since your college is not having that opportunity, okay, or like you don't have the opportunity to write this exam, like whatever exams is open exams is conducted by this corporate world, right? Actually, you are not even in a position to do that, means because you maybe your percentage of score is maybe 58 or 59, less than 60 percentage, right? So you are not eligible for that. And some of the bank exam also they are asking for an RPA. I hope so. Like they are asking more than 60 percentage of scores there, right? So these are the limitations you have it in these all those exams. Okay, some other people are interested to go for the gate. That fine. It's like if they are determined to go for that, means they can go for it. Okay. Otherwise, like they can think about these government exams. Like TNPSC is one of the good stuff which they can have it. We have a lot of exams conducted every year. Okay, and it is reasonably like achievable. I can say like compared to civil service examinations. Okay, so obviously like you can think about this one, because like here they are not worrying about your percentage of marks. Okay, whatever you are having in your graduate, right? That is not important for TNPC. Okay, only thing is you need to pass, you need to have a degree in this case, or some of the advertisements we see the 10th standard is the qualification, then some of them it's 12th standard is the qualification you have it. So you have the chance to go for this exam like at all levels. Okay, and they only believe like they are going to conduct some examinations. You need to pass those examinations. Those who are passing the examinations, even a person with 90% of score, right, they may not be in a position to clear this examination if they are not committed. A person with just 45 percentage of marks, he can clear or he can top this exam itself based on the preparation what they are going to do right now. It's always like you are the creator of your own destiny. See, whatever you done earlier, right, so it affect you. Like the college days, you may not have the chance to study well. Okay, so because of that, your percentage is 45%. Okay, then so as a result of that, actually, you are in a limitations right now. You have some constraints. You cannot apply for some of the PSUs, such as some of the exams you cannot write it. Now you started preparing 4 hours per day, and then it is a consistent one which go for a 1 year or 2 year in this case till you are getting the employment here. Okay, if you are committed this way, then you are doing some kind of real work here, which help you to get the job right. So that's what I want to tell you right now. I think it makes sense for me to give this information right now. Think that's most important thing right now. Okay, thank you.